Jim Jones dressed homeless. Exactly, Trip. Like, what are you, this is a homeless man's outfit. Jim mother effing Jones. Woo! Bow, 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 bow. I feel like Yosemite Sam right now. Bow, 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 bow.
It kind of went full circles. The streamers went to the rappers to gain clout. Now it's the opposite, where the rappers are going back to the streamers. You brought up Young Thug. Just a little interesting turn of events. It
is so interesting. And should we go to Jim Jones right now? I think we should just go to Jim Jones right now. You know what, Jim? I was gonna call this stream before all the other stuff that happened this week, Pusha T versus Jay-Z. Because at this point, that's all it is! Okay, nobody else on this planet is rapping with Pusha T or Jay-Z. You know why Jim Jones' career is going the way it is? Because Jim Jones disrespected Push! The rap gods, the music gods, do not like it when you disrespect the GOATs. If you say something bad about Michael, your career is gonna go down the tank. The gods don't like it. You disrespect Push, the gods don't like it. Drake, they don't like it when you talk about Push. I just work here, same as you. I don't know, don't do it though. Cause then you'll end up like Drake, like Wayne, like Jim Jones. I posted this earlier on Twitter, just before we do this, just so Jim knows, right? For you, Jim, I know you're watching, Jim. The greatest rapper ever, until further notice, is still Hove, okay? It's still Hove. Even though he is terrorizing the whole black community right now, he's still on wax, number one. Number two is Push. Number three is Wayne. And Wayne should be number two, but he won't respond to Push. You can't be, just like wherever Mark is at in the world, I'm always above him. It don't matter how big Mark gets. He knows in his mind, it's always me here. Same thing with Wayne and Push. Number four is Nas. Number five is Jadakiss. Those are the top 5 rappers of all time. Those are the greatest rappers. There's not a single soul on the planet who's gonna stand in front of any of those 5 and out-rap them on a track consistently, unless it's somebody else on that list. Jim, you have to be quiet. You're not even the best rapper in Dipset. And you talking about you better than not. What is wrong? But you gotta give him credit though, because where is Jim at right now in the algorithm? He's at least smart enough to know that, like, hey, if I come out and humiliate myself, they'll be talking about me. Well, you got your wish, mother. Jim actually thinks he's bigger than Shannon Sharp. I think maybe that should be the title of this clip. Because Jim is like, no, you need me for clout, Shannon. Jim, you know Shannon Sharp has the biggest podcast in internet history, right? He has the biggest single interview. Like, are you serious, dog? The rappers, at least some of the older ones, they still think that they run it. And you don't. My bad.
If you like to talk that ish, now come see me. Come see me. Work however you want to do it. Since you got money, put your money where your mouth is.
Jim, you know,
Jim
listen.
Jones gonna wake up with Shannon grunting and breathing hard over top of him. You better chill.
He got more money off that one video than your whole net worth, Jim. I'm 100% confident about that. Why is Jim doing this?
Oh, we can do that. Since you like to talk that ish, now come see me. Come see me. Work however you want to do it. Since you got money,
workout, money,
put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Shannon Sharp and Jim.
He like workout, money, running, racing, fighting. What do you want to do, Jim?
Before I get into that, guys, I want to break down everything because I know a lot of people were wondering why is these clips coming out with Shannon Sharp getting into it with Jim Jones over Nas? So this conversation started from this podcast that said this.
Saying Jim Jones has more hits than Nas?
I'm from New Jersey. We grew up on Ballin'.
It's one.
We did not grow up on one mic.
Shut the...
Pop Champagne, Summer in Miami. That's a classic.
I don't know. We don't know.
How's that comparable to those songs you just said?
I'm 22. Every Nas song that my man's MJ played, we said we heard that from what, Doug?
2K.
3 influential people regarding dressing, swag. Jim Jones is
What?
top 3.
Who dresses like Jim Jones? Y'all gotta leave New York, all right? And listen, you know what? Stay in New York. Stay in New York. Sorry, don't leave.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap. Chrome Hearts.
He said cap.
And the BB Simons belts and all that. Jim Jones is like top 3.
The Jim Jones
Top.
Fat Joe podcast responded to that, and this is
He was
young, and we love that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break this down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas.
Who dresses in jean shorts and Timberlands? Who? Woo! I'm about to, dog. Listen, nobody dresses like this. I promise. We do not wear white tube socks and Timberlands and jean dungarees folded up.
He's dressed like an NBA Ballers character. Do you remember NBA Ballers?
Yes. He got a default NBA Ballers outfit on. The rags to riches. You start off rags. He got the rags outfit from the Ballers game. Jim, how dare you? Jim Jones dressed homeless. Exactly, Trip. Like, what are you? This is a homeless man's outfit. I would never.
He's dressed like he opened up a time capsule from 1990.
One,
he has to wear that every single day.
Instead he's trying to make it cool. So instead of big jean dungarees, he got cropped hoochie daddy jeans. Pause. Hoochie daddy jean dungarees. Cam Newton dressed better than this, and that's crazy. That's crazy for me to say, but you deserve it. You deserve it.
Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
So Nas was my idol when I was young, like you did. Came to dressing.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap.
The word.
Okay. Oh, that's Cap Kid.
So Nas was my idol when I was young, like you did. Came to dressing.
Cap.
The word.
Came to dressing.
Are they not the same age?
Who? Jim and Nas? Exactly.
Nas and Jim Jones?
Well, that was my later point. Jim is 45, so just because you came out later.
Played the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then, as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards. Who
No, you didn't.
gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94. 93, I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025.
He is a old boy. 93.
I started Googling because I'm like, I need to know. Because even during the Shannon segment, if you were to rate who looks healthier, right? It's not even a...
Easily Shannon. Yeah, easily Shannon.
But they're the same age. Nas is like 2 years older.
That's what I said. He said Live at the Barbecue came out when he was in 11th grade. I'm like, Nas was barely out of high school.
There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in. That
Oh my
I came
God.
into light and started going crazy that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03, on track record. Then check everybody else's track record.
We got to get Fat Joe out of here. This is why we got to get Fat. Look at the look on Fat Joe's face. I'm not even this guy's friend, but imagine him saying, check my track record, check Nas' track record. I'm gonna be like, Nas wins. He's like, I'm gonna be like, Nas got you there too. Hey, Nas, what's wrong with you guys?
Everybody really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03, on track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries and check all them entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and then be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard?
I want to know what you think about that head movement.
So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You wanna go to the Billboard entries.
I think him and Krishan Rock are related.
It's giving me something. I don't know what it's giving, but it's giving something. Oh,
That's
God.
exactly how Krishan Rock sounds before she's about to crash out.
Right, with the smile, they're like, don't be,
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is...
I wanna go there now. Hold on.
See, Joe, we can compare the two. Yes, we can.
I'm just laughing because every time Fat Joe comes up, I start thinking about him doing his pyramid scheme press conference.
So Jim Jones has 3 albums that went top 10, and he has 9 albums that charted on the Billboard 200. Nas, on the other hand, has 16 albums that have charted top 10 and 24 albums that have charted on the Billboard 200. This isn't even a conversation, and we're using the metric that you told us to use.
See, you see how it all circles back to math? A lot of you guys didn't pay attention in school and it shows. This is gonna be very controversial, but this is for your own good. There should be a sign around people's necks, or maybe they gotta get a special haircut if you were in special education. I'm just saying, these people just graduate and they come out here and then they turn into Jim Jones. Look at the numbers. Don't have me doing the numbers. He literally said that. Don't have me doing the numbers. What the We're in idiocracy.
He definitely was giving off super senior vibes. He definitely reminded me of somebody who got let back and like, dog, why are you still here?
I am confusion, bro. What is even going on right now, bro?
So Shannon Sharp and Ocho, they had Jim Jones on Nightcap and they got into a heated confrontation. I would like to highlight that clip for you guys in today's video.
I would like to highlight this. They made a mistake. Chad Johnson is not in this clip. Let's watch and you'll see. Chad Johnson is not in this clip.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas? I'm putting it like this. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
Y'all
but look how
ain't
you
happy with
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in. And the
But
things that we listen to,
I can be in the church house. You can't F with Nas lyrics. I don't know who told you that. Now look, I know you on that good stuff.
How do you not like Shannon in this form? You know what I mean? He represents like what we are here in Black America. We're just like, bro, I don't care who you talking to. Me against you, me.
But you not
Definitely
saying
gives
Nas.
off like ex-vet energy.
I guess an ex-football player that didn't get CTE is pretty much the same thing as ex-vet. Same exact situation, pretty much.
I don't know who told you that. Now look, I know you on that good stuff, but you not seeing Nas. You not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm.
And that's where I had that thought that you had. I'm like, Jim is 40. I'm like, he's at least 40. I know that for sure, because Kanye's 45. So Jim can't be that much younger than Kanye. How old did you say he was again?
He's 49 and Nas is 50.
Oh my God!
That's what I'm saying.
He's 49? Jim, shut
Look
up.
at his face. He looks fucking ancient. It's
he
incredible
does.
that he would even have this conversation out loud in front of people.
I will say that when I watch Cam, it's difficult for me not to realize that he's like 60, like 52 or 3 or something like that. I know that in his mind, he's still the same Cam. I'm like, but to me, you sound like a grandpa. I'm like, damn, Cam is old now. I know to him, he still got it, but
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody-
80-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better
It
than
don't
Nas.
matter.
Look at you. Look at you. Ain't all in your
nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the diplomats but you.
That's
Hey, I got hold on, Jim. Hold on.
That's your
Hold on. Jim.
You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it, though. If you could go.
yeah, Chad's reception is not working. Yeah, Chad is on a lag, all right? So they can't hear him because he's on a lag, all right?
Back to your history, bro.
But you didn't even
Don't do
say
that,
that.
bro.
Hey, Jim, while you talking, you need to get with the law.
I'm still playing.
Jada them done cooked all at the verses.
He said exactly what I would have said. Sir, before you talk about Nas, who's number 4, you not above Jada, brother. And Jada showed you face to face. Just like me and Mark. You were right there next to Jada, and Jada out-rapped you and everybody together. It was 1-on-5. No offense to Styles, but it was 1-on-5, and Jada won. So collectively, you guys aren't better than Jada together. Jim Jones, Cameron, Jewels, the 3 of you together are not a better rapper than Jada Kiss. Jada proved that night. Y'all couldn't muster up one verse between the 3 of you. That's crazy.
These dudes are swag rappers. This is an insane conversation to on. Like, this is insane.
Yeah, he at least knows that if I humiliate myself enough, they'll talk about me.
Well, his nose, I mean, the rest of his body's kind of...
Still playing. I'm still playing at a high level.
Hey,
You better check my record, you heard?
jumping up and
I'm
down.
still playing
You
at
need
a
to
high
go back
level.
and get Jada. Jada been put down.
I'm rapping at a high level. You better check my stats, bro. I will run
not
circles
denying
around
that.
Nas rapping right. I will run circles around Nas rapping right now. Right now, I will run Saturn around Nas right now.
That's an AI Chad Johnson, by the way, guys. That's AI Chad Johnson. He's not really there. He had to be on vacation, but they put him there. It's a pre-record. That's what I'm saying. It's a pre-record. So he not reacting to nothing real.
Now rapping. Everybody knows that. You heard? He's doing this to the views to get Jim Jones.
He is in there like a
I
mascot.
understand, but you don't know Nas. You don't know Nas.
You better check the podcast space. Now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey,
Singing,
this is the biggest podcast you ever been
Name
on.
one Nas record.
This is the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Do you know
podcast
Nas?
you been on better than this one.
Hold on. We on topic. Hold on.
This is what I do.
It's a pre-record. It's a pre-record. He didn't. You know what I mean? It's a pre-record on Chad. Pre-record.
Name a podcast you been on bigger than this one.
Look.
When you get big, you get
Look.
invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited
Hey,
to Club Shay
hey,
Shay.
man, hey.
Janet get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
A little young.
Hello! Hello! Hey, hello! No, it's AI, Chad. You are AI. You're not there, okay? 2 men are talking right now, okay? Look at, shout out Chad though, because I will say like, Chad
He's
is
doing exactly what he needs to be doing.
exactly. He's like, he's like, you know what? Let me just perform then. You know what I mean? Let me just look good. I know I got some females watching, right? So let me just look good then. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Oh my God.
Guys like you, you small, you ain't in my league.
What you want to start on? How you want to do it?
You ain't in my league.
What you want to Shannon, I will go crazy on you. What do you want to do? I weigh 195.
What? See, Jim, isn't that the dumbest thing to say, T? He is a Hall of Fame winning tight end out of shape. So I'm giving Shannon 280 right now, 270.
But Shannon's on roids.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can see that. He's on Trend or TRT, one of these. He's not natural.
Dog, 190? Jim, you my size, Jim.
Hey, I weigh 195.
Hey, Jim.
You a lightweight.
A lot. And the funny part about it is, it's not even lightweight, but to him, you're like, dog, you're a featherweight.
The punter on the field is not 195. He has no concept of what an NFL player actually can do.
Shannon will rip you apart like a piece of paper.
I don't do anything for show, just me and you. And I just want you to know that I kick your ass doing what you do.
Okay, so that's Shannon Sharp and Jim Jones.
It's the curse of Pusha T. That's what it is. It's the curse of Pusha T.